Ryan strides confidently into the embrace of the forest, where sunlight dances through the leaves. He stops, a glimmer of anticipation in his eyes as he retrieves his phone. The screen illuminates his face, and a smile blossoms, hinting at good news. His smile widens, a silent celebration of a moment anticipated. With renewed vigor, Ryan resumes his walk, now infused with joy, through the sun-dappled path. Ryan halts abruptly, a deep frown etching across his face as the forest's familiarity dissolves into an alien landscape. He scans his surroundings, disorientation clouding his senses as the trail vanishes into the dense undergrowth. With mounting unease, he clutches his phone, desperately seeking a signal in the heart of the silent woods. The screen remains stubbornly blank, intensifying the creeping sense of isolation and dread. A wave of panic washes over Ryan as the realization dawns. He is utterly, terrifyingly alone. The forest, once a place of solace, now feels like a menacing trap, closing in on all sides. Ryan's frantic search intensifies, his movements growing more desperate as he navigates the dense forest. He pauses, pulling out a crumpled map, his hope momentarily restored. The wind rises, tearing the map from his grasp. The map dances away, becoming one with the forest. Ryan stares in disbelief as his guide is swallowed by the trees. Despair washes over Ryan as the forest closes in around him. As the sun begins its descent, long shadows stretch ominously through the dense forest. Ryan stumbles desperately through the undergrowth, his anxiety mounting with each step. His breath hitches with each passing moment as he presses onward, his heart pounding in his chest. A glance at his watch confirms his worst fears. Time is running out. Panic swells within him as darkness threatens to engulf the woods. He quickens his pace, driven by the urgency of the fading light and the encroaching night. Lost in the forest, Ryan stumbles, his fall imminent. He desperately grabs a tree, his hands scraping against its rough bark. He grimaces, pushing himself up, the pain searing through his scraped hands. A faint rustle pierces the silence behind him. Frozen in place, every muscle screams in fear as his heart pounds violently. Ryan's slow turn reveals a forest steeped in unnerving stillness. The quiet deepens, punctuated only by the rustling of unseen leaves. A prickling sensation crawls across Ryan's neck, an invisible warning. He pauses, sensing eyes watching him from the shadows. Every shadow seems to deepen, every tree a potential hiding place. The forest holds its breath, waiting. The forest whispers secrets as the rustling sound returns, drawing nearer through the dense trees. Breath catches, a silent plea in the growing darkness. Straining eyes pierce the gloom, desperately seeking answers in the unyielding shadows. The trees offer no clues, only deepening the mystery. Night descends upon the forest, enveloping Ryan in impenetrable darkness. He frantically fumbles for his flashlight, a desperate search in the void. The flashlight fails, leaving him stranded in the silent, consuming blackness. The forest's sounds intensify, amplifying the sense of isolation and vulnerability. Every rustle and snap echoes like a threat, heightening the tension. Lost in the abyss, Ryan braces himself against the unseen terrors of the night. The forest echoes with each footstep, amplifying the growing tension as Ryan realizes he is no longer alone. The unseen presence abandons its pretense, each echoing step a deliberate threat. Each crunching footfall on the dry leaves marks the relentless approach of his pursuer. Ryan feels the presence stalking him, closing in with every echoing stride. The relentless pursuit intensifies, the unseen presence drawing nearer with each echoing step. The sound of footsteps intensifies, signaling the imminent confrontation with his relentless stalker. Ryan explodes into motion, blindly charging into the dense embrace of the forest. Branches lash out, whipping at his face as he desperately pushes forward. He stumbles violently, his body thrown off balance by the treacherous, unseen roots beneath. The sound of pursuit intensifies, each footstep echoing the growing threat. Panic surges as the footsteps behind him grow closer, an ominous sign. The forest blurs around him, a chaotic mix of green and brown as he flees. Ryan halts abruptly, each breath a desperate gasp as the forest silence amplifies his fear. I seek the false comfort of a tree's rough bark against my back, a futile attempt to anchor myself against the rising tide of panic. I strain, listening beyond the pounding in my ears, desperate for any sound that might betray what hunts us. Only the relentless drum of my own heart answers me, a stark reminder of my vulnerability in this silent, watchful wood. In the dense forest, the sound of a twig snapping pierces the silence, instantly putting Ryan on high alert. Ryan flinches violently at the sound, his eyes darting nervously through the thick darkness. Panic rises as he strains to see through the blackness, finding nothing but the oppressive dark. An invisible presence looms, the air thick with the certainty that he is not alone. The feeling intensifies, a suffocating realization that the unseen watcher is closing in. Terror grips him as the unseen presence draws nearer, a silent promise of imminent danger. In the heart of the forest, Ryan moves deliberately, his senses on high alert. He cautiously reaches into his pocket, ready to confront the unseen. A small pocket knife emerges his only shield against the lurking danger. Ryan clutches the knife tightly, knuckles white as he prepares for a confrontation. In the forest's embrace, a pair of eyes gleam ominously from the shadows, a silent challenge in the heart of darkness. Ryan stares into the void, his initial terror slowly hardening into a desperate resolve to confront the looming threat. The chilling realization dawns upon him. Survival hinges on his willingness to fight back against the unseen adversary. Knowing that passivity assures his demise, Ryan steels himself for a desperate struggle against the terrors of the night. In the heart of the forest, a shape emerges from the darkness, lunging forward with intent. Ryan's terror crescendos into a scream, his knife raised in a desperate act of defense. He braces himself, ready to confront the unknown horror that threatens to consume him. The shadows deepen, amplifying the sense of impending doom as Ryan prepares for the fight. Ryan awakens abruptly on the forest floor, the first rays of dawn painting the surroundings in gold. Confusion clouds his features as he surveys the tranquil forest. He sits up, disoriented, questioning the reality of his recent experiences. I wonder, was it all a dream? He ponders, his voice barely a whisper. His eyes dart around, a lingering unease suggesting he's not alone. Or was the presence still out there watching me?